Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Explain to Explore and me KGM. I want to congratulate you for your efforts, whatever you have done or whatever you have given to understand the previous videos. If there is any kind of problem, you can ask me anytime. And today and this in this video I am going to explain the basics of data types in C programming. So as you know, whenever you're going to perform something, you have to take, whenever you're going to perform some equation, you have to going to take some value, and how those values can be stored and where those values can be stored. And which type of data or value you can store, everything I'm going to explain in this video. So please stay with me until till the end of this video, and I hope you will enjoy. So in C we are having three basics or three primitive data type. One is integer, another is float, and another is character. So here you can see we are having few basic data type. That means one is integer, and that is responsible for storing values. That means some natural numbers, that is starting that is also allowed for storing negative values also. There is no such rule that you are not allowed to put some negative, or only you can put positive value. There is some misconception in some with some people, that only positive values can be stored in an integer variable. But the point is that you are not allowed to put any decimal value in the integer type variable. So what is variable? I will coming to that part later on. You can consider variable just like a storage area, a storage space where you can store some value. Suppose you are interested for storing 10 or 20. So just have a look. I have written int a. So this a is going to be a variable, and the data type of that variable is integer. That means you are allowed to store any number without a decimal point, or any number without having decimal points. So what will happen if you store any value having decimal points into a? So it will simply truncate that decimal part. So suppose you are storing 10.5, that 0.5 will be truncated from the value, and only 10 will be inserted into a. So that is the integer type, that is the beauty of integer type variable. Now what is the float type variable? The float type variable is responsible for storing the value having decimal points, such as for example, suppose you are declaring a variable float a, suppose, and you are allowed to put 10.5, 13.67, anything, any value having decimal points. So will we be able to store some value without decimal points? Yes, you are going to you are allowed to put, or you are allowed to insert a value, or input, or take a value, or store a value rather, within this a variable which is not having any decimal points. So make it clear, a float can store decimal value, a value having decimal points, or fraction part, and also it can store a value which is not having decimal parts. So this is the beauty of float variable. Now what is the purpose of declaring a variable as character? So whenever you are declaring a variable as character, so you are allowed to insert or enter a single character within this type of variable. That means a, b, c, d, e, anything you can store. So starting from a to z, anything you can store. You can also store character 0 to character 9, anything, any special symbol you can also store in this character. So basically character type variable is responsible for storing any character type value. So this is the again beauty of a character type variable. So in different systems or different compiler, they are having different size for integer variable, such as compiler or few systems are having integer as for storing integer type variable 4 bytes, it's occupying 4 bytes, or some stores 2 bytes. So whatever the size it's going to be occupied in your memory, that is completely depending upon the compiler you are using, or the OS, rather operating system you are using. I am considering integer, and I will consider throughout other videos integer is equals to 2 byte, float is going to store 4 bytes. So how it's storing and how is occupying space, I will explain in the next video. But before that, try to understand what are the basic data types or primitive data types we are having in C programming. And character data type will have 1 byte of space. So that means if you are going to declare a variable having integer data type, this is called variable, and I will explain what is variable, how that can be declared, how to initialize value, how to take value from the user. Everything I will discuss in the next video. But before that, I want to just let you know that int a, this variable is going to occupy 2 bytes space in the memory, or into the memory. If you are going to declare a variable just called float a, so that means in that case a will be is going to store 4 bytes. And if you're going to store or if you're going to declare character a, so that a will store 1 byte. So as you can see from the last video, I hope you have learned that you have to put semicolon after each statement, and I am following that one very systematically and very professionally. And so that means whatever you are writing, whatever the statement you are putting, though I am writing in a whiteboard, but you have to put in your mind that I have to put a semicolon after every statement, so that you are going to get a good practice. You are not going to to do any mistake. That are the basic variables, or basic, rather basic data types in C. So I hope you have understood that what are the basic or what are the primitive data types we are having in C. And I will discuss some more data types in the next videos, when there will be requirement of using that kind of data types. But for you have to wait for that. And I am coming up with more interesting videos in the next means a very near future. And I hope you will be staying with me. So if you have liked this video, do not forget to put a like button, and do not forget to smash on the like button, and put a very, what should I say, very inspirational comment, so that I can get some inspiration from that. And also write down your feedback, whether you are liking it or not. And do not forget to subscribe my channels, because I am going to explain very important and very interesting topics in the near future, that maybe with C, maybe related to some other means topic, and I will explain them, and I will upload them into my channel, and I hope you will get some knowledge from there. So I am repeating, do not forget to subscribe, share, and like this video if you have liked this video really. So till then, stay healthy, keep smiling, be happy. Thank you very much for listening to me.